Yes, my people, una well done, another day. ah, President Trump. It's not been easy, man. People, they run here and there, helter-skelter, trying to save themselves from being deported. Families are all over the place. The eyes are all over the place, searching for the undocumented residents in the U.S. I haven't heard now that even Germany too, they've started. They started sending letters to their boxes. To those who are undocumented, they receive their letters now. That's like warning before they go on them. They are taking after the U.S. pattern now. Blase Trump, don't open some people's eyes, so while all over the place. Anyway, when we talk of these undocumented people in the U.S., it get people where in the U.S., where there are numbers of the undocumented plenty past the other people. Yes. And then there are some that came into the U.S. because of one reason or another. Some decided to just come in because they're looking for good life. Some came in because of the political issues in their country. Some came in because of maybe they commit one thing and then the government or the authority they after them, and then the next place or the best place for them to go and take a hide is the U.S. And such people, when they enter the U.S., instead of them stopping their the life of the bad life that chased them from their country to the U.S., instead of them to stop it, they still continue. They don't only continue, they begin to, conscript people into their circle to do the same bad thing where they do for their country before they enter the U.S. And that's now the reason why all these things, they is undocumented now, they chased out. A lot of them. So if you enter somebody else's country, you are not, you don't have the papers to stay, you are staying illegally. Instead of you to respect yourself and do the right things, follow the law accordingly, you choose to go according to the law. You choose to go against the law. That be the reason. And how long can the government or the president of the country or the law-abiding citizens feel they take that kind of thing from those who know they abide by the laws? It's not easy. Sometimes when you see these things happen, of course you pity those that be affected. But the reason for it, if you see sometimes, it's worth it. For real, it's worth it. Now, I want to mention from 10 to 1. The highest numbers of the undocumented, the countries that has the highest numbers of the undocumented in the U.S. Let me start I'll start 10 to 1. I'll start from number 10. Number 10, I think, is Dominican Republic. They have 164,000 undocumented members or undocumented in the U.S. And those ones now are all over the place trying to look for saving face, either to go back or wait to be arrested or wait to be chased back to their country. They're all over the place. And those undocumented, a lot of them, they say they came because of the political situation in their country. So then the next one is Brazil. Number 9 is Brazil. Brazil is, they have about over 200,000 illegal immigrants in the U.S. Over 200,000 illegal immigrants in the U.S. The number 8 is Colombia. Colombia has, as of 2022, they had 130,000 illegal immigrants. These ones that are mentioned, number 9, number 10, all these dates, the numbers that they have is from 2022. So from 2022 to now, it would have been increased. Yes. So number 7 is China. China, you all know, say China, they look for everywhere to dump their people because they're too plenty for their country. China is approximately 400,000 illegal immigrants in the U.S. as of 2022. Then it was approximately 400,000. By now, it would have been more than that. And I know, say, if Chinese will enter anywhere, they multiply fast, just like the Mexicans. Easy. Now, number 6 is the Philippines. The Philippines. The Filipinos, they are, as of 2021, they are close to about 310,000 undocumented Filipinos. 310 undocumented citizens, Filipinos in the US as of 2021. Then number 5 is Venezuela. Venezuela, as of 2022, there were 270,000 illegal immigrants in the US. And they say the reason why they run, leave their country, go another country, now because of their political unrest, political instability, and the economic situation of their country. That's why they run from their country to another country. Then number 4 is Guatemala. Guatemala is, they say their reasons for running from their country is because of the disasters, the hurricane, and they were displaced so many of their family members. And as of 2022, there were about 322,000 illegal immigrants in the US as of 2022. And most of their illegal immigrants in the US start from 18 to 65 years. So even as 60, 50, 60, they see they go seek illegal immigrant for other country. Easy. Everywhere tight. Then number 3 is India. Indian illegal immigrants in the US is, as of 2022, is about 725,000 as of 2022. And they say their own reason is because getting visa to the US is difficult. And although their own reasons, I appreciate their own, because they say a lot of them come into the US to look for a better life and to study. And when you check, even if you talk about crimes in the US, they are not, you hardly find the Indians though. You hardly find the Indians. I'm not saying they are saints, but you hardly find them compared to some other ones where you enter saying, now to come scatter, now they come scatter. That the third position in the US, 725,000 illegal immigrants of Indians in the US. And then number 2 is El Salvador. El Salvador, as of 2022, they had about 750,000 illegal immigrants. And why they did so much is because of, say, from their country, because of they get high homicide cases, and then they say they gangbang, and then and because of the economic hardship in El Salvador. That was what chased so many of them out of their country to other countries. And based on that, they don't put body one place. They see they commit crime and all over the place. So for them now to be asked to go back now, you see a reason for that. You cannot go to other people's country and begin to commit stuff where that don't make no sense. It's not okay. Then the number 1 and the highest of them all is Mexico. Mexico, as of 2022, Mexico, they had 4 million illegal immigrants in the US. In fact, they occupy 37% of the total illegal immigrants in the US, Mexicans. And they came in with all kind of violence, all kind of crime, all kind of, drug cartels and all of that. They just, man, I don't even know how to explain their own. These people, they don't hear all that at all. They don't hear Pam. I'm telling you. But anyway, in as much as we pity those that are being sent back or that are being, moved from their homes or from their families, sometimes too, you go see the good in trying to, sanitize the US, because too much of all of crime and all of that is too much. So the best to do is to try to reduce it. If you can't end it all, you try and reduce it. And the best you can do to reduce it is by trying to, remove those or take away those who commit such crimes to their own country, or you know, just take care of them and then lock them up or detain them or take them back to their country. And that is what Trump has decided to do. So I just say, I give you guys heads up.